Hey, truth seekers, welcome back. Zach here. It's Monday, October 24th, 2016. All morning, CNN has had this front page story up. Clinton looks to transition. What the article's about is how Hillary Clinton is already looking past Donald Trump, making her preparations to be the 45th president, the first female president. In the past couple of weeks, there's been a number of articles written such as this from CNN and other mainstream publications talking about how Hillary Clinton's extending her lead in the polls. The wheels are coming off the bus for Donald Trump. For more than a year, I've been telling people that Donald Trump is only running as a stooge to make Hillary passable, a candidate that no one really supports. There's not much support for her in the Democratic base. There's not much support for her anywhere, but because our elections are planned many years in advance and it is her time to become president, they've had to run the stooge, Donald Trump, to make her seem passable. And a lot of people, when Hillary becomes president, who aren't fans of her, will breathe a sigh of relief because it's not Donald. That's how this whole thing's being orchestrated. It's a planned show. It's an agenda. It's two puppets on strings. You know, in the last debate, they were calling each other puppets, or at least Donald was calling her a puppet. Don't get caught up in the lies. They're both puppets. They don't work for the American people. They work for the bankers and industrialists that control the American people. So anyway, part of the reason Hillary and the campaign are so confident, the media is coming with this narrative, is because Donald Trump is getting crushed with stories of women coming out, making these accusations. And I'm not here to defend Donald Trump. I think he's a horrible human being. I think he's a pig. I think he stands for all that's wrong. I feel very bad for the Americans who've been duped by his meaningless campaign. It truly is meaningless. It's just meant to suck up a percentage of the population, create a false opponent for Hillary. A lot of people are getting sucked into the obvious joke that is upon all of us. That joke is Donald Trump running for president. So anyway, Donald Trump, starting October 7th, there's just been one woman after the next coming out with these new stories, these new allegations. October 7th, it was the recording in the bus with Billy Bush, related to George H.W. Bush, George W. Bush, both members of the Republican Party who endorsed Hillary just before that news came out. Anyhow, that recording from 2005, 11 years ago, comes out a span of 33 days before the election, on a date with 33 numerology. Of course, 33, the number of the federal government, the Freemasons, the Clinton family. In case you're new here, we'll talk about 33 and how it keeps factoring into these women who keep stepping out one after the next. So this weekend, the two latest women to come out as Trump accusers are former porn star Jessica Drake, or maybe she's still a porn star, I don't know, and another woman named Karena Virginia. And we're going to see what's up with Jessica Drake and Karena Virginia. There's been multiple women in the last couple weeks that have had the name Jessica. This is Jessica Drake. She's the 12th woman to speak out. Karena Virginia was the 11th. Look at this. The name Jessica in gematria sums to 66, just like woman. Hillary Clinton, about to be the first female president, born on October 26th, the day that leaves 66 days left in the year. A year ago, I made a video. It was the first Democratic debate, if I remember correctly, possibly the second. Hillary Clinton was on the stage that night saying why she should be the Democratic nominee, and she was really going after Donald Trump. If you can remember, a year ago, it was already very much centered on Donald Trump. The Republicans were talking about Donald Trump in the debates. The Democrats were. Donald Trump has really been made front and center in this election. So anyway, the night of that debate, there was also a UFC fight going on. A fighter named Donald got knocked out in 66 seconds by another fighter who had a birthday of October 26th, the same day Hillary's born. And I made a video and I said, this is no coincidence. I said, this is how scripted this world is when you turn on the TV. For all the people who come here and go, this guy's an idiot, he thinks everything in the world's by the numbers. No. I'm saying when you turn on your TV and you watch the programming coming through there, you're opening yourself up to the stuff that's all part of the agenda, all run by the gang. that is scripted by the numbers. You think you're watching a sports game and it's a real competition? You're wrong. It's a scripted, predetermined outcome by the numbers, often synced up with other news stories going on, such as the election. That's why the night Hillary's on the stage knocking out Donald with her words, in the UFC ring, Donald's getting knocked out in 66 seconds. And you can go watch my video from a year ago. So much of this in the world of sports and news, how they overlap the stories, how they're tributes to each other. Donald Trump, he's also born June 14th, 1946. That's Flag Day. The flag was sewn in Philadelphia at 239 Arch Street. This year on Donald's birthday, it turned 239 years old. Hillary was having her Democratic convention in Philadelphia where the flag was sewn. Anyway, Donald Trump's birthday date was 66 numerology. And if you do it the full way, date with 85 numerology, Hillary equals 85. Donald Trump running for Hillary the same way John Kerry ran for George W. Bush in 2004. Both members of the same secret society, Skull and Bones. Small fraternity, yet the two men running for office from the same tiny secret society. It's not hard to see that elections have always been a scripted joke in this nation. To not be aware of this in 2016 it's just ignorance. And that's what the American people mostly are. People who are ignorant and passionate about their ignorance. I mean, go look at all the ignorant people that think it's so important to vote. They don't know shit about shit. They fall for all the lies, but then they think going out and participating in these rigged elections, that's the most important thing you can do. See, that's the problem when people don't have information. Then they go out and validate the lie. The truth is, everybody who goes out and votes validates the lie. If nobody voted, we'd be able to see what a fraud it is. See how your nightly news has all the numbers already programmed for what they're going to tell you the reporting was in each state. People who don't wake up to how it's impossible for them to get the results this fast each year. Such a joke. Anyway, the name Jessica, the small way it's the same as woman, 21. Hillary's from the 21st state, Illinois, which Obama has connections to. Let me remind you that in 2008, Obama and Hillary both disappeared to the Bilderberg meeting. At that meeting, I'm pretty sure they were told, Obama, you're the next president. Hillary, you're going to go after him. Wait another 8 years, you'll get your turn. So now here we are. A couple weeks ago, it was a woman named Jessica Leeds. Jessica Leeds equals 45. Leeds 45, Illinois 45, race to be the 45th president. These news headlines about the porn star, Jessica Drake, they were from October 23rd, a date with 33 numerology. Again, this story, or these stories, these sex scandal-related stories, which began October 7th, 2016, with Donald Trump saying how he can grope women. That was a date with 33 numerology, a span of 33 days up until the election. This story of Jessica Drake, the porn actress, comes 16 days later. When you write out 16, it's one of two numbers that sums to 33. The other is 90. October is the only month with 33 gematria. Of course, all this news coming out in October. Here's some more 33. Porno equals 33. Clinton 33. Voting 33. Order 33. Federal. Secrecy. Masonry. All 33 words. And all of this are the closing touches on how this election's scripted. This way, when Hillary wins, everyone will say, well, that's no surprise. I mean, Donald Trump, he just had all those people come out, his remarks. Of course, he wasn't going to win. He already wasn't going to win, but this will just, leave no doubt. Most people see what an idiot Donald Trump is. Last week, his own words. He said he would not accept the election if Hillary won because it's rigged, but then in the same breath, he said, but if I win, I'll accept it. He doesn't... I think part of the reason they picked him is because he's so dumb that he's just perfect for the part. And he doesn't even realize how dumb he is. And most Americans are so dumb, they can't see that he's dumb either. They just identify with him because he's another idiot just like they are. Those are the types of things they'd say. I wouldn't accept the election because it's rigged unless I win. I mean, that sounds like something an American would say. So, The date this story came out, it was a date with 69 numerology. It was also the day that leaves 69 days left in the year. Hillary's about to turn 69 on October 26th, just 2 days from today. The story is in this story that he offered her $10,000, which has gematria of 69, on a date with 69 numerology. 69 sex, porn actress, think about it. So I guess this is Jessica Drake. Look at this here. They say it happened at Lake Tahoe. Lake Tahoe. I'll show you the picture they included here. Lake Tahoe in gematria sums to 33. They say it happened at Lake Tahoe. Supposedly this is the picture of Jessica Drake and Donald Trump. What I find interesting about this image is just the filter on it, the graininess. It looks like what they do when they Photoshop images. Is this even a real image? You know? I want to know why a porn star would turn down $10,000, somebody who has sex for money. Because that's the story, that she turned it down. She even has a book called Sex for Sale. You know, I think this is all part of the mocking, like just expecting to put the details out and have people not even have it register in their brain. Supposedly she saw the come on as crude. And who knows, maybe those are her values. Maybe she only has sex on camera. But anyway, it's just so obvious how all of this is happening in the final months. How often do things come down to sex in this society? How many people have you seen sabotaged with sex? They used to say Elliot Spitzer was going to be the next Democratic president, that he was destroyed with the sex scandal. When as a society are we just going to get over sex? I think people should be respectful, honest. You know, I think there are a lot of things that we need to talk about with regards to sex in this society. But how old is it with the affairs and the cheating? I mean, this is an epidemic in society. When celebrities do it, I don't know why we get so fixated on it. Seems to me that most people in this world have cheated on a loved one, a spouse, a married person, a girlfriend, a boyfriend. So why is it such a fascination? Why is it so interesting? The conversation we need to have about sex is, people, stop procreating in this world. You're just bringing slaves into the world, especially if you're not ready to be a father or a parent. What's with all the men getting women pregnant and then not being a dad? I mean, these are the sex conversations. So anyway, some more coding. Her last name's Drake, having gematria of 39. Remember the email thing? They keep saying 33,000, 33,000. Sometimes Donald Trump will say 39,000. It's not a coincidence. 39 is the number for New York. Hillary and Donald with the 39 connections. Drake 39, New York 39, MSG for Madison Square Garden 39, Madison 39. James Madison made 39 proposals that became the Bill of Rights that are 10. When you write out the number 10 as a word, it sums to 39. 39 books in the Old Testament where the 10 commandments come from. New York 39, Empire 39. They say she's the 12th woman, 39 broken down in numerology, 3 plus 9 is 12. So anyway, they emphasize that she's now 42, Jessica Drake. Jessica Drake's now 42. Of course, so many people who vote Republican, they think it's because the Republicans are the more moral party, and what do they have to point to? Bill Clinton and his sex affair, which was all a hoax. Just like all these Donald Trump accusers. Bill Clinton, all of his accusers were 33 and 42, just like this. Anyway, Drake now 42, Bill Clinton the 42nd president. Look at this. The Freemason compass and square, the Freemasons who believe in divide and conquer, order out of chaos, their symbol G, because they like to play God with the lies. Big G represents 42, just like bus equals 42. The first tape, Donald Trump on the bus. Jessica Drake, 42, who's supposedly now 42. Nancy O'Dell's, who Donald was talking about on the bus. 42, also a relevant number to women. Lady, female, 42. Hateful word for women for a female dog, 42. 42, the number of the Freemasons. Freemasons, Zionism, architect, building, history, economics. So many things. The things that the Freemasons used to control us. Do you guys remember cameras in 2006? They were pretty high def. This is like a Polaroid picture, you know? Also, they said this was a golf thing. He was at a golf thing when this happened in Lake Tahoe, some celebrity golf tournament. With regards to golf, I forgot to write it up here. We'll do it live. Golf, G the 7th letter, O the 15th, L the 12th, F the 6th. 7 plus 15 plus 12 plus 6 equals 40. 40's been a big number on this campaign. Hillary equals 40. Email equals 40. I mean, just look at most people. Most people are all worked up about Hillary's emails and the recent stories about people supposedly dying in connection with the Clintons who are about to testify against them. All of this stuff is made up propaganda, and they know the way it works. People who are Democrats, they don't really care. They're like, it's probably just more right-wing propaganda. And then people on the right are like, oh, look at this. Hillary had 33,000 emails deleted, and her and Bill Clinton killed all these people just before they're about to testify. I mean, the powers that be know how it is. They know they got people on one half who get worked up about stuff that falls in line with their favor. They know they got other people who won't pay any attention. And they know at the end of the day, it all doesn't do anything. It doesn't make any difference. It just gets people worked up and pitted against each other. And that's why they do it. And look at all of you who are these people who are worked up about our emails and the body counts. You guys look at what's going on in the country. We've been in illegal wars for going on 2 decades. We're getting closer to 2 decades now. Spy state, loss of liberties. See how they just put a carrot out in front of your guys' face and you guys just go for it every time? That you'll just follow the carrot wherever they put it. You're so easy to control and play. Most of these truth channels out here need to retire because they're not bringing any truth. They're just getting caught up in the propaganda. They're just more noise and static. We need the world to find my videos. I don't mean to be arrogant, but nobody's work on YouTube's anywhere near as important as what I'm putting out. Not even close. People who don't get my work, they need to get my work. It means they're not smart enough. I'm trying to make them smarter. I don't get played by the media. I see through the media. Not too many people out here who aren't getting played by it. Let's get on with the next girl. Karena Virginia. Where's Washington, D.C.? Oh, just outside of Virginia, where George Washington's body is, who has all these parallels with Trump. If you missed my work, I've been showing all year the parallels between coding for Trump and George Washington, and I think it's all about this. George Washington, the first recognized president, Donald Trump running to be the stooge for the first female president. So anyway, this girl's name is Karena Virginia. KV initials. K the 11th letter, V the 22nd, 33. Break those letters down. They break down 2 and 4. The number's in 42. Her name in gematria sums to the same thing as Freemasonry. Let us not forget George Washington, 33rd degree master, Freemason, dead at age 67 by the numbers, Freemasonry, 67 the small way. Also 58, the name Washington, gematria 58. This is number 11 here, Karena Virginia. Another media personality. Notice how a lot of these women are actresses, media connections already. It was the same thing when the Tiger Woods sex scandal was breaking out. A lot of the women already had media connections. So anyway, Truth Seeker, if you're fed up, the other thing I should let you know about, if you want to stop this, if you want to bring the awareness to stop with the propaganda, the lies, the rigged elections, the nonsense. By the way, the word nonsense equals 33. So does the word flack. I don't think those are any coincidence because that's what we're bombarded with. Nonsense, given flack for speaking out against the nonsense, all from the gang. So here's what I'm doing. Here's my proposal. If you're fed up, if you want to see change, I have created a cause. We're going to use this cause, this money to raise awareness and organize the truth seekers nationwide so that our voices can be heard, so that we can put an end to this. Because the whole problem right now is those of us who are awake, who see through the lies, we're not working together, we're not organized. This cause, we're going to take the money, we're going to go on the streets and build awareness ourselves, and we're going to build the website and app, the social media network for truth seekers so that they can organize in their communities, find the people out there who are awake, who feel isolated. We're going to create the critical mass to put an end to this. We've got the knowledge to stop it. We just have to spread it to the masses. And we can spread it if we organize and work together. So I'm going to link this down in the description, down in the comments. Find this cause. $1, $5. If you can donate that much, that's enough. You know? We're going to raise $33,000 on purpose so that in the history books, we can say it only took $33,000 to bring an end to the Gang of 33. You know, that lied to us, that terrorized us for centuries, you know, with untold millions and trillions. It only took $33,000 to put it back in their face and bring an end to it. That's the message, you know? All right, Truth Seeker, until next time.